and welcome to the June 2025 Iowa General Fund Monthly Revenue video. My name is Eric Richardson, Senior Fiscal Analyst for the Iowa Legislative Services Agency, the nonpartisan support agency of the Iowa Legislature. This video covers Iowa General Fund revenue for fiscal year 2025 through June 30th. Looking at FY 2025 through June 30th and on a fiscal year basis, net general fund revenue decreased 7.1% and $629 million when compared to the same period of fiscal year 2024. Individual income tax increased 1% and sales and use tax increased 1.5% for the period, while corporate income tax decreased 5.7%. Net insurance and other taxes decreased 54.9% during FY 2025, primarily due to a decrease of 77.8% from the pass-through entity tax, or PTET, which totaled $199 million during FY 2025, a decrease of $699 million from FY 2024. The monthly due date for May 2025 sales tax was June 30th in FY 2025, since June 30th was a weekday, but was post-dated to July 1st last year, since June 30th fell on a weekend in FY 2024. Therefore, for the purposes of this report, there are 13 months of monthly sales tax included in FY 2025 data, but only 11 months in the FY 2024 data, which strengthens FY 2025 data. The sales tax revenue due on July 1st last year was accounted for during the accrual period when compiling year-end revenue totals. On June 30th, 2025, $124 million was deposited into the suspense account of the general fund without a designation to its actual revenue source. On July 1st, 2025, outside of the time frame of this report, $165 million was moved out of the suspense account and into the state general fund sales tax revenue source. The July 1st total is not included in FY 2025 totals in this report. However, it will be included as FY 2025 revenue during the accrual period and as part of the year-end close. This next chart provides fiscal year basis net revenue growth through June 30th for the past 8 fiscal years. Fiscal year 2025 revenue decreased $629 million, or minus 7.1%, and is the third straight negative revenue growth year since COVID-19 influenced revenue growth through FY 2022. The books on fiscal year 2025 will remain open as additional transactions for the year will occur through mid-September. As occurs every year, some tax payments for the month of June and earlier are not due until July or later, and the fiscal year accounting books stay open to record the transactions for the correct fiscal year. Similarly, tax refunds issued in the months of July and August are assigned to the recent fiscal year that ended June 30th. The Revenue Estimating Conference established a fiscal year 2025 growth rate for total net receipts without transfers of negative 6.1% at its March meeting. On a fiscal year basis, and at the conclusion of June, net general fund revenue growth was slightly below the Revenue Estimating Conference projection level. To summarize, fiscal year 2025 net general fund revenue growth was negative through the end of June, and additional fiscal year 2025 deposits and tax refunds will be processed over the next 2.5 months. Final revenue growth for the fiscal year will be dependent on refund processing and accrued tax payments. I very much appreciate your time and interest in Iowa General Fund revenue. Goodbye, enjoy your summer, and please check out the next monthly video memo that will be posted in early August.